Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chess. This is Chesopolis, where I speed build my way through all the Sims 4 neighborhoods. Today we're in Glimmerbrook, doing Forks High School for my Midnight Sun countdown for the Twilight series. I'm super excited about it. Um, this was a little tricky getting it on this particular lot, but the bigger lot I used for the Cullen's house. But while I'm trying to figure out the landscape and stairs of it all, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this reaches you well. I hope you're keeping cool and staying safe. I live in the desert in Arizona, and so hot. It's just so hot. I'm uh, I'm doing my best, but this week was real busy for me. It was nice to be a little bit busier. Um, I don't feel like I've done much uh, in the last few months, really. I'm sure most people feel that way. Um, but yeah, doing this build is part of an entirely new series I'm doing, not just for Twilight, but in general, like a throwback series. So this is just kind of like the first installment, and I was super excited to hear about the book finally being released. It's just the perfect time. So here we are. Building Forks High School, which really isn't in Forks in Washington. But the inside of the high school is actually a totally different high school than the outside of the high school, um, which was really interesting. I still wanted to get like a lot of windows because the interior of the high school had some windows in it, but the original high school they used the outside for does not have like a ton of windows, not in the way that the the interior the other high school had. And I don't remember the high school names, but they definitely do look vastly different. But I made this high school, quote unquote, as a commons for Brightchester. Architecturally, it kind of fits, and everything is definitely usable. Like there's a debate room and a gym at some point. You'll see that. Cafeteria. I wanted to get all the iconic kind of moments in there. Um, because they're really important, I feel like, to the nostalgia of Twilight. Because I'm a super nostalgic person, by the way, and I freaking love Twilight. So um, here we are. Doing the layout was definitely kind of interesting since it's such a long rectangular build. I still wanted to be able to get, like I said, those iconic moments. I really wanted a round table for the tables in the cafeteria, but nothing fit, so I just kind of did like a stereotypical bench seat for the cafeteria, at least stereotypical in a lot of American schools I've been in. At least though, maybe that was more elementary and middle school, I'm not sure. But I also added lockers and everything to give it that cozy high school feel, being surrounded by lockers, which was, I don't know, I spent a lot of time at my locker in high school, so it gave me some vibes. And bathroom downstairs, of course. Definitely had a lot of fun with this and making sure I created those special spaces that you remember in the movie and in the book, which is really only a couple because they kind of only breeze through everything else except for like cafeteria scene and the science classroom, or the lab room, whatever you want to call it. So here's the lab room. You will see in a minute here, I do add a fan because, you know, she has that iconic scene walking into the classroom and the fan blows her hair. So you have to have the fan to blow her hair, even though it's just ornamental. I definitely added it on the desk and made it bigger, kind of like a Beyonce fan. Um, and here's like a speech and debate classroom. I assumed it would be, or maybe an English classroom. Not many desks in it because it's very small. And yeah, now we're upstairs, and I do believe we're getting into, oh, which classroom is this? Just another classroom, but it's like a computer room, so like the computer lab, I suppose. So you can definitely, like, so there's, I just tried to make it usable for however you wanted to put it on. If you wanted to make it general and they just came to the slot, they would still have lots of activities to do. So Sims would still kind of come to the slot to do something. Otherwise, it would just sit and look pretty, which if that's what you want to do, hey, have at it. I really did enjoy building this. I enjoyed this whole series because I love Twilight. And it's been nice in times like these to just, I don't know, chill out and just be reminded of when you were 16, 17, 18, gosh, even through college, just like reading these books and watching the movies and having a good old time. You know, just a good, solid, ridiculous time with glittery vampires and your friends. It was kind of cool to make the library space, though it was, I wanted it to still feel like a library, but not obviously be as big as a regular library because I didn't have the space for that. But I tried to work it out as best I could so that you could feel like, you know, you could come check out some books or come read in here. I think I've only ever done a library. Like, I've done just a library lot one good time. And that is literally all I needed. One good time. So doing it on such a small scale was nice, especially now that we've got so many different packs and things. I could really pack it with some more detail, with like those filing cabinets and things like that. I use the fluorescent overhead lighting because it's a school, and I don't know about schools overseas, but we have lots of fluorescent lighting everywhere. It's kind of a big deal in the US. Yeah, I really did like building this. And the gym, I think, is my favorite part, which I'm about to get at right here. Creating the space where they could come and do things, or Bella rather could come and be more clumsy and suck at volleyball. I wish we had like volleyball nets and things. Do we? I don't know. If we do, definitely comment below, but I don't think we do. And I gave like a little locker room because high school is not high school without locker room moments. I tell you one thing, I don't know what it was like to be in the boys' locker room. I don't want to know what it was like, but as a female, I hated the girls' locker room, and not like for the reasons you would think, like people judging you and looking at you and things like that, which is also part of it, but it was all the body spray. Ugh, I mean, everybody had just so much body spray. But that was, and I'm super allergic, so it was just the worst time in that aspect. But it was really cool to recreate moments in like a vibe for this Forks High School and for my Twilight ode, I guess, my ode to Twilight, my ode to Midnight Sun. But yeah, so from here, I'm just making like the little hallway area, got a little trophy case, like just doing all the like the little details that kind of make it feel fuller. I really enjoy doing it and finding every little thing, because I feel like in a high school, you know, like in the hallways, it's basically like a bragging moment for the school. You know, there's always trophies and things like that, and posters, and, you know, I remember my high school used to have like lots of banners. Oh my gosh, the dance squad cheerleading people, two separate things, but they always put up tons of banners and all the different clubs, and I myself was in a lot of clubs in high school. Definitely a type A personality when it comes to that. I had a good time with all the different things I did. But yeah, so from here I'm just doing more decorating. I appreciate you watching. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying cool and you're well, and that you enjoy the rest of this build for Forks High School. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.